Hello dear listeners, you have come in thirst for new stories. I will tell you one. A woman came to us with her story about her old friend with whom they are friends since childhood. They have always been hand in hand, always helped each other. But what happened to her next shocked all her friends. Make yourself comfortable, put on your headphones and let the story begin. I remember the first time I visited my old friend, Sarah, after her baby was stillborn. She was inconsolable, her eyes red and puffy from crying. I tried to offer words of comfort, but I could tell that nothing I said could ease her pain. Months went by, and Sarah's grief seemed to consume her completely. She would spend hours in the nursery, holding the baby's crib and crying softly. She refused to let anyone else enter the room, saying that she needed to be alone with her child. But as time went on, something started to change in Sarah. She began to act as if the baby was still alive, talking to it and taking it with her everywhere she went. I was worried about her, but every time I brought it up, she would brush me off, insisting that the baby was fine and that she was just dealing with her grief in her own way. One day, I went over to Sarah's house to check on her, and I found her sitting in the nursery, holding the baby. But as I got closer, I realized that something was off. The baby didn't look right, its skin was too perfect, its eyes too glassy. "Sarah, what is this?" I asked, taking the baby from her. "This isn't your baby." But Sarah just looked at me blankly, as if she didn't understand what I was saying. I turned the baby over and saw the label on its back. "This doll is not a toy. It is a replica of a stillborn baby, designed for therapeutic purposes only." I felt my stomach drop. Sarah had been holding a doll, thinking that it was her real baby. As I tried to talk to her, Sarah's grip on reality seemed to slip even further. She would talk to the doll as if it were alive, insisting that it was real and that I was the crazy one. She would take it with her everywhere she went, showing it off to strangers and refusing to let anyone else hold it. I tried to get Sarah help, but she wouldn't listen. Her obsession with the doll consumed her completely, and I started to fear for her sanity. Years went by, and Sarah's condition only seemed to worsen. She would talk to the doll non-stop, telling it stories and laughing as if it were a real baby. Her husband left her, and her family stopped visiting, unable to handle her delusions. In the end, Sarah died alone, surrounded by her dolls. I couldn't help but wonder if her obsession with the fake baby had been the final straw, pushing her over the edge into madness. And as I stood in her empty house, surrounded by the silent dolls, I couldn't shake the feeling that something truly terrifying had happened to my old friend. Subscribe to the channel and assess the story in the comments. Good luck.